the Rocking RoadShow, the only show for bikers, by bikers. Jump on as we talk all things motorcycle, maintenance, accessories, weekly rides, bike nights, and more. With your hosts, Alvie and the 1-3. So kickstands up and let's get rolling.
All right. Well, hopefully this one's going to go through, guys. Sorry for the technical difficulties. Apparently, I had a lot of shit on my computer, and my computer decided to take a shit on me. So, apologies, but
I'm there.
Let's get this fucking show going.
Holy shit.
All right. So, it's been a pretty crazy couple of days.
Couple
weeks, right? So we last left you right before Christmas. Right before Christmas. So hopefully everybody had an awesome Christmas. I know we had a great time.
Good Christmas.
What'd you guys do?
Well, Christmas?
Yeah, for Christmas.
Christmas, we just hung out, had family here at the house.
Yeah.
Had my daughter's boyfriend come visit from Germany.
Oh, okay, cool.
He's in the army over there.
That's right.
Yep.
He came here, right?
Yes, he did. He came here. Actually, he went to, I believe, New Mexico first. That's where his mom lives.
Oh, okay.
And he went and visited his mom and his grandmother, and they had a good time, you know. Then he came over this way, spent about a week and a half over here.
Okay.
We did he had Christmas there, New Year's here.
Okay.
We did the Disney thing, man.
Disney for Christmas? Are you serious?
New Year's.
Okay.
New Year's Eve.
How bad was that?
Can I just tell you, I got an actual account, because I'm curious about numbers and shit. 95,000 people were there.
95,000 people?
New Year's Eve, 95,000 people.
Jesus Christ. Dude.
They closed the park at 11:30.
Wow, really?
They did not reopen to allow anybody come in until about 4:45, 5 o'clock.
Wow.
It's crazy. But yeah, we did Pandora, did all kinds of things, had a good time.
How is that, by the way?
Pandora rocks.
Is it cool?
Yeah, actually, rocks are floating.
Really?
It's badass.
That's so cool, man. Yeah, we did, we've got crazy Christmases in the Alvie household. We've got my family, we got Kim's family, so we kind of go all over the place. And so for our Christmas, we went to Orlando a few days before Christmas,
right, to
spend time with Kim's family. Kim's sister was in town.
That's cool.
And her sister and fiance were going to go to Iowa for Christmas. So we
Iowa?
Yeah, that's where he's from. So.
Oh, well, that's where James Tiger Kirk is from, too.
There you go. So we did that, and then came back to Tampa, and I did my family side, and we went to my cousin's for Christmas Eve, and did traditional Cuban Christmas Eve with pork and beans and rice and all amazing food. And
Cuban.
then
Cuban?
Yeah, the whitest
damn
Cuban ever.
I know, right.
So, but no, we had a great time, man. And then, I ended up getting sick, and it is what it is. And then,
oh yeah, wait! I want to thank you.
Oh, of course, no problem.
Yeah, something we're going to talk about in a few minutes.
Yeah. Well, so
guess who's not feeling well?
Yeah. Well, I haven't. It's funny. I was talking to somebody today about it. I haven't been well since Christmas. I've been sick since Christmas. Basically.
Thanks, bro.
So. It sucks, man. It really sucks. But I'll share a little personal story for Christmas. I think it's great for everybody here. So
absolutely.
I'll share it with
everybody.
Go ahead.
So
as some of you guys know, maybe some of you don't know, I'm actually building a house, and I was going to put a Ring doorbell in my house, and at Christmas, we were exchanging gifts to the family or whatever, and my grandmother comes up to me, and she's got this little box, and she hands it to me, and I unwrap it, and she says, "This is for you and Kim's new house." And I was like, okay, well, that's cool. So I opened the box, and it's a doorbell. And I was like, oh, it's nice. It's a metal doorbell. It's got a lighthouse on it. Really cool looking doorbell.
Cool.
And she proceeds to tell me that this is a doorbell that my grandfather had bought years ago, and he had it on almost all of his homes. And when they sold the last house they took it with them. And for those that don't know, my grandfather passed away 2 years ago to cancer. And so my grandmother gave this to me and said, to carry on your grandfather's legacy, I would like you guys to put it in the house.
Dude, I know the waterworks are going.
Dude, I mean, just fucking bawling. Like, I am just a fucking mess, you know?
This is a big old blob of jelly.
Dude, just bad, you know? So then it was like, oh, shit. I've got to use this, right? I can't let this go to waste or anything.
Hell no.
So, so I had to return the Ring doorbell, and I made it all work. But, just a nice little touching Christmas story for everybody who cared to hear it. So,
that's good.
So it was great. But so Christmas was great. New Year's, we went to a local brewery and just kind of hung out for New Year's.
We spent New Year's with 95,000 people.
Well, there you go.
And I'm gonna let you.
Right?
You're telling them little personal stories. I got to tell a little personal story too. My daughter's boyfriend, right at midnight, had to tie his shoes.
Oh, that's interesting.
In front, yeah, I know, isn't it? In front of my daughter. And when he did this, he popped out a little white box and opened it up, and she looked at it and she goes, "It's an empty box," because it was.
Okay.
He put the box down. The ring was in his hand. He asked her, literally right at midnight, stroke of midnight, fireworks going off, asked her to marry him.
That's cool.
Yeah, that's awesome. I just have a problem with it.
What's that?
One problem. He didn't ask me first.
Oh.
Yeah.
Oh. Mm-hmm. Oh. Yeah, dude. Bad move. Gotta ask Dad.
Yeah, always ask the dad first. I mean, he's lucky because I do like the kid.
Yeah.
He's an amazing kid. He's in the Army. He's doing his thing. He's going to get out. He's going to do, his whatever, another 2 years or whatever, and
right.
Get out. But he's moved up, man. He's moving up in the world over there.
Is he?
Yeah.
Well, good for him, man.
And he's in charge of a couple of, I don't know, not platoons, but groups, little squads, I guess.
Okay, cool. Yeah. Well, we gotta, make fun where we can.
Heck
right?
yeah, the Army.
And it's the Army.
We're Navy.
So yeah, little inter-service rivalries, nothing to hurt anybody. So yeah, guys, that was kind of how our little vacation time went.
Yeah.
And it was. We were gonna try. We were actually supposed to be on. So we'll kind of recap here. We were supposed to be on last week, and I couldn't. So I was on a trip actually. I was in Boise, Idaho. Actually,
Idaho. I thought you were in Texas.
I was in Texas before that and came back and had to do Boise the next time around. So gotcha. I was actually on the road Thursday. We were going to try and do the show on Friday. I had just gotten over the flu. I was catching a cold. Oh, no. The 1-3 and his family had come back from Disney. Y'all were all sick.
Every one of us.
So we just said, you know what? We'll table that. Let's just deal with it. We'll come back strong next week, and we'll put together a good show for you guys.
Well, we were going to do something on Sunday, right?
Yes, and we'll get to what we did on Sunday here in a minute. What I do want to get to real quick is I call it a BS article. I found this on the Bradenton Herald. And I'm going to give a little bit of a backstory for this just to kind of, so it makes a little bit of sense for everybody. So there was an article that was put out by the Bradenton Herald, and it was an article about a young woman, I think she was in her mid-20s, who was in a motorcycle accident.
All right, see, and I came up with this. I thought it was the lady that was run over in
right. We initially
West
thought,
Palm.
we initially thought it was the girl, the tender date fell off the bike. We initially thought it was, but it wasn't.
It's not her.
It wasn't her.
And this girl is okay. She had a
this
couple
girl,
bumps and bruises, but
she made it okay. Basically, what happened, to condense the story a little bit, is the girl rides a bike. I don't know what kind of bike it is, but she rides a bike, and she had it being worked on. at a shop down in Bradenton. I'll find the name of the shop here in a second. But she was having the bike worked on. Her mom drove her to the bike shop to get the bike fixed. Or I'm sorry, to pick up the bike. As they were leaving the motorcycle shop, she pulls out of the motorcycle shop. She's in the median, and a F-150 coming out of the parking lot of a shopping center basically pulls out and just slams into her. Like she wasn't even fucking there. There's actually video from a surveillance camera that you can see all that, and it's absolutely insane. So she ends up, the mom basically watches her own daughter get plowed into by a truck, right? So she's got to be, she's got to be freaking out. To add insult to injury, this woman has a son who in 2005 was on his bicycle and got run over on his bicycle.
Oh, shit.
Put him in a coma. The kid has TBI now. He's been, he has to deal with a bunch of shit as he's going through life. So this article is basically this woman pleading to people in the Tampa Bay area, in the Bradenton area, anywhere really.
In cages, cars.
Right. Telling everybody in cars, please, for the love of God, keep your fucking eyes open and look for motorcycle. And I get it, right? There aren't a lot of people looking for two wheels. No, everybody's looking for a car. Everybody's looking for the big ass truck that's going to come plowing into them. We get it. We understand. That's why we put as much fucking shit on the bike as we can with lights and sirens and all
loud pipes.
Just everything, right? So, but the thing is, man, is we're out there. And especially in the state of Florida, you guys got to be super fucking careful because we can ride all year round in Florida. We're not like it is up north where, they have riding seasons, so to speak. Down here in Florida, we ride all year round. What's that?
Oh, no, just Andy. Andy
yes,
says...
I did say fuck. I could say fuck all day long. So what I'm getting at, though, is that everybody's got to be super mindful that there's bikes around the streets down here all year round.
Well, look at me. I ride to work.
Yeah, you ride to work every day.
Every day, rain or shine, I'm on my bike.
Yeah, and I mean, there's people that ride every day. Bobby's a great example. People, when it's out, when it's raining, people aren't going to look for a bike in the rain. I get it. I know. But please, keep your eyes open because we're out there, all right? And it'll get said a million times over and a million times over. But you know what? That's what you got to do. So this woman's pleading to everybody. And she's basically saying, look, people on two wheels aren't bad people. They're not, they're just like you and me. And you need to be careful. And you need to take care and make sure that we don't hit anybody. So with that said, somebody does an editorial article and sends it into the Bradenton Herald. Okay. I'm going to pop it up on the screen. It's probably very difficult for you guys to all read it. But basically, the long and short of this article says the only way to remain safe on a motorcycle is to never be on a motorcycle.
That's bullshit.
Which obviously me and the 1-3 think is beyond bullshit, right? Yeah. That's the dumbest advice you can give anybody to say, hey, look, don't ride a motorcycle.
Oh, wait a minute. I don't want to get hit by a car. I'm not going to cross the street.
Yeah, or don't fucking get in a car because you're going to get into an accident in a car. I mean, by far, that's a good sound right there. By far, the dumbest fucking advice that you can give to anybody on a motorcycle. Look, truth is this, right? We all understand. We jump on a motorcycle, we're accepting that risk.
Right.
We know that, sure, we're going to be on the road. Somebody's going to pull out in front of us. Somebody's going to not see you and try and change lanes in front of you. Somebody's going to do something. And so we all
got this for a minute. I got to check something.
We all know that's what's going on, right? So giving advice to somebody to say, look, don't get on a motorcycle. It's the only way that you can not, the only way that you can be safe on a motorcycle is to not get on one, is by far 100% the dumbest thing I've ever heard. There's things that we can do to make ourselves safe, right? Like I've already said it, right? You put lights on the bike. I have LEDs on the bike that get pretty bright during the, in the evening time. I've got brake lights that flash. They'll give you a fucking seizure if you're sitting behind me at a stoplight. You name it. I mean, we try and do whatever we can to be seen. Okay. We know that they're dangerous. This guy that wrote that article, if you guys did get a chance to read a little bit of it, he's I think he was like 50 or 51. He's been on a motorcycle pretty much all his life. He's lost a bunch of friends to motorcycle accidents, so I get it. He's a little biased. Sure, we're a little biased in saying that that's the dumbest advice to give anybody, but the point of it is that telling somebody not to get on a bike is never going to work, because if you want to get on a bike, you're going to get on a bike. And Rich, you got it right on the money, man. It's fear mongering, right? We see it everywhere, and we put an article. We posted a picture the other day. Rich kind of brought that up in the comments there. We posted a picture that said, when you're in a car with your kids, count bikes, right? Because as they get older, they'll be more attentive, and they'll be more, they'll see those bikes more often because they're sitting, they're counting them as a kid. So, I wanted to bring this article up because I thought it was kind of a dick move, really. Here's a woman who has been fighting all her life, right? She's got a son who has TBI now because he got run over on his bicycle. And then, 10 years later, 15 years later, she sits and watches her daughter get plowed into by a fucking F-150. And she's pleading for everybody to be careful, which is the right thing to do, right? She doesn't go out there and go crazy about it. And the answer from some jackhole is, well, they shouldn't be on bikes to begin with. It's like, dude, I think your message might be okay, fine. That's the message you want to put out, but maybe right place, right time. And I feel like harping on this woman's article was probably not the best place. We thought about jumping in and reaching out to try and get a comment from the individual who wrote the editorial, but we had an email to Bradenton Herald, and we reached out to them, and obviously they're not going to give us the information of the individual that wrote the article. But for what it's worth, take it or leave it. It was an interesting way to look at things. I don't think it was the right way to look at it, but it is what it is. So with that, I want to bring up something that we did this weekend. We did a little poker run this past weekend. Kind of what Bobby was 13 was talking about when he said we were going to try and do something to kind of fill the gap for us not being live last week. We planned on doing this poker run, and we ended up down in Largo to start a poker run.
Yeah.
And
I'm back.
He's back. So we
It's
start
another story.
we start down in Largo for this poker run. A poker run was put on by our friends over at Full Throttle, and we wanted to obviously we wanted to represent as the Rocking RoadShow.
Yes.
But we also, because we didn't have a show last week, we wanted to be able to put something out there for you guys. So the funny thing is that our intention that whole poker run was to get out there and do live videos from each stop. Well,
what happened?
There was a bunch of things there. We were running a little behind because we stopped. We stayed a little bit later at the first stop. More on that, why we stayed at the first stop a little bit longer. But we stayed at the first stop a little bit longer, and we were basically playing catch up
the whole way
of the time. Which, by the way, the poker run was fucking awesome.
I loved it, man.
It was a 100-mile poker run.
Yeah.
Usually they're quick little jumps. Man, this thing was 100 miles total. I think I put almost 200 miles on the bike that day. So super fun event. It started in Largo, and we went all the way around to Oldsmar, down to River's Edge down in not Riverview. Where is that at?
It is. It's Gibsonton. It's
Down
right.
at Gibsonton.
It's right by where Gibtown's going to be this
Right.
weekend. If you're going.
And wrapped around to Peggy's, and then from Peggy's was a great ride from Peggy's across the
Sunshine
Skyway Bridge.
Oh my god, that was beautiful, wasn't
into
it?
Clearwater. Yeah, it was awesome.
By the way, did Kim get any video going over?
Yeah,
there?
we did, and I've still got those pictures and videos that I've got to kind of crop together and make a video out of.
Sweet.
What sucks is I had a video of the awards ceremony afterwards, but that bar was so fucking dark that you can barely make out Tony. The sound is there, so I might try and figure out, maybe I use the sound and have Tony talking over us driving around or something. I don't know. I'm gonna have to figure that out, but we'll put something together.
Cool awards, huh?
Yeah. So first of all, the ride itself was for an individual. His name is David Moss.
David Moss. He had what was his nickname?
No, I was just Twinkie.
Twinkie's his name.
So, and correct me if I'm wrong, but I think he lost a job and he's got some medical issues, or he lost a job because of his medical issues, or something along those lines.
He had been working in that job for like 30 years, 30 years.
So, and I mean, I don't want to speak out of turn. I don't know if he did lose his job for the medical reasons, or if he just couldn't work anymore because of the medical reasons. But we were able to raise $600, I believe it was, for...
It was 500 at first.
500 at first, you're right.
500
at first. And then they were giving away money for best hand, second place, third place, and worst hand.
Right.
And worst hand was $100, and those people didn't stick around.
No, they didn't stick around. So we all voted, and they gave Twinkie the money. So that brought his pot right there up to $600.
Yep.
Which was kind of cool.
I thought it was great. I thought it was a really cool thing that we did. Yeah. So before they drew all those prizes or whatever, they took basically the loser pile, which is where I'm always at. And they drew from the loser pile, and they drew 5 people from the loser pile.
Yep.
And if your card got drawn, you got your entry fee back.
That's what it was. $20.
The 1-3 got his entry fee back.
Right
He made $20 on that ride.
$20.
Well, actually, he didn't make the money, but he didn't spend any money for the ride.
Nope, I got it. Back. Well, I did.
Yeah, you had two different cards or two different hands. But so 1-3 got his deal back,
which meant that I was a loser.
Right. Which means I was the ultimate loser because I didn't win anything.
You and Cindy.
So then they drew the worst hand. Worst hand wasn't there. We all voted, gave David the money, so now he has $600 to use towards medical or whatever it is. And then third place was drawn, and the lovely Miss Kim won third place, and she won $200,
which is outstanding.
Which is great, because the funny thing is I was telling her when I got back home, I've been riding, I've been on a bike for 16, 17 years, somewhere around in there. I've been to God knows how many poker runs, and I've never seen anybody win money on a poker run.
Really?
Never. Like, I should say never seen anybody win. I've never been with anybody in my group
with someone that's won.
Yeah. It's always, it's always somebody else. It's always like,
right.
Are they really picking the winners, or are they just picking their buddies? You know what I mean? So it was kind of cool to see somebody I knew win. So I thought that was kind of cool.
So which means that they don't pick their buddies; they actually just pick.
They actually do pick who has the right, the card or whatever. So
and so my thinking on this, because it was the Rocking RoadShow, 2 people from the Rocking RoadShow, I was like, you know what? I think they're like wanting us. Yeah. Tony was picking us on purpose. No, he wasn't.
Yeah, so the interesting part about all this was we stayed a little bit longer at the first stop, and the reason we stayed a little bit longer at the first stop was because we were talking to Tony and Paul from Full Throttle. Right. Well, the reason we stayed a little bit longer was we are trying to have a little bit of a fun time at an event that's coming up.
Absolutely.
So we have a little surprise announcement that we wanted to make.
Do we want to do it now?
We're going to do it now.
Right now? Right this minute.
So the reason we stayed a little bit longer at the first stop was we were talking to Paul to get a spot set up at the Motorcycle Expo in February, the Full Throttle Motorcycle Expo.
Yeah, we talked to him about this.
We've been talking to him for a little while, and Paul Cianci from Full Throttle and Tony Cianci from Full Throttle were kind enough to set a spot up for us.
Right on.
So we're going to be at the Full Throttle event, and the cool thing about it is we're doing a little bit of a collaboration, and God damn it, I hope this works. But we're doing a little bit of collaboration with a good friend of mine, and soon to be a very good friend of the 1-3, and my buddy Richard Radcliffe from Rich's Life. Rich, welcome to the show, man. What the fuck?
What is happening today, ladies and gentlemen? How you doing? What's up, guys? It's great to be on the show. Absolutely love watching, and I'm stupid excited about the collab effort we're about to do. You got to tell them about it, man. I'm too excited to start rambling.
It's going to be great. So just to give everybody a little insight, I'm going to start real quick, just a little history between me and Rich here and how this whole thing kind of came to existence. So me and Rich have known each other for quite a bit. We actually met at a place of business. We used to work together. And over the years, we became really close friends, and we've been really good friends ever since. We've tried and failed at many different businesses.
Brother.
We tried running a bar. We tried
cell phones.
Yeah, the bar downtown. We had cell phone repair companies.
Podcasts.
We've done podcasts together. We've tried storage.
Yeah. Oh, yeah. That's right.
Storage.
Refurb.
People don't pay for their storage. We've tried everything to make money. This kid has probably dumped more money into shit and not made anything.
Well, I'm thinking the bar issue was because you were drinking all your damn profits.
Well, there, you got a little bit. You might have a little bit there.
I'm gonna plead the fifth.
What do you think? You're gonna
plead the fifth. Yeah.
So,
I'm gonna have to plead the fifth on that one, my friend.
So with that, me and Rich have kind of we've been around each other for a long time, and we've over the course of several years now, me and him have tried launching probably 3 or 4 podcasts now, and it's kind of funny that now that we're kind of separated by distance, yet we still have the same love for the for the internet and for podcasting and for things like that, and was able to meet 1-3, and we get this thing rolling and get the Rocking RoadShow going again, and finally have a podcast that I can really get behind and really have some fun with. And then Rich is kind of doing his own deal where he's got Rich's Life, which, by the way, we're going to link everything and make sure everything is good to go. But Rich has got a really fucking cool page, and we want everybody to check out Rich's page. It's facebook.com/Rich's Life. And do me a favor, Rich, just kind of give everybody an idea of what a day in Rich's life is all about.
Well, that's the thing, guys. It's a day in Rich's life, self-described and by multiple people described. Your nerd, your world wanderer. As Alvie mentioned before, we met in the financial industry. Actually, we were both Series 7, and this guy was actually my boss. So we became good friends through that, learning the industry. And then, as most of you guys who are in America will know, 2008 hit, and So
what do you mean?
Yeah. So you know what? Of course, we get back into the piss and vinegar world of business and opening things, thinking that, hey, you know what? That's the way. Completely missing the first wave of the future of YouTube and stuff like that. But I think the great thing came out is this Facebook video, Facebook Live. You can collab with real people, kind of remove a lot of trolls. And you know what? You can do it for positive things. You hear you guys is on there, every time you guys are talking, you're doing charity events, you're riding out for the soldiers, putting wreaths on things. We're talking about, injustices that were done with people that got hurt on motorcycles. You're talking about, piss poor, fear-mongering articles that people need to really take with a grain of salt or just avoid altogether. And basically what we're doing is we're spreading those smiles, we're making the world a better place, and we're helping others to follow their dream. And dude, I think that in itself has always been our dream in one way or the other. Every one of our industries, bro, we're fixing something or making people happy. And I tell you what, man, I can't think of a better way to do it than what we're doing now. I found my passion through travel. If you go on my page, you know, it's a huge page full of just travel nerd stuff. I do Pokemon cards, Yu-Gi-Oh. I mean, I skew to everything. But what I like to do, you know, mainly and kind of where I'm more focusing towards is anything that has to do with travel, including with this collab effort. You guys have seen the videos, the Schoolie tiny home. So I've got a school bus that I'm turning into a tiny home. And Alvie, let them know, dude, what we're doing.
Yeah. So the cool thing is Rich is like, I think both of us. Rich is a master, a jack of all trades and a master of none. Even though you're a master plumber, so that doesn't really work that well with you. But you know,
It does.
but between the three of us, we could probably build you a house if we had to. So the cool thing is my damn good one, right? So the cool thing is my boy Rich is converting a school bus into a tiny home. Yeah. And they're affectionately known as schoolies. And I got to be honest with you, Rich, the selling point to Full Throttle to make this whole thing happen was the fact that you had a school bus.
The school bus.
And that you were going to bring the school bus down. So what's going to happen, folks, is we're going to be out at the Full Throttle Motorcycle Expo, February 7th through the 11th. And we're going to be set up.
That's in Clearwater.
It's in Clearwater. It is the new Burt's Barracuda Harley-Davidson, which is across street from the Quaker Steak and Lube.
Yep. Let me see if I can get some addresses up for you.
Yeah. Once Rio gets some addresses and we'll be good to go. So basically, we're going to set the schoolie up. We're also going to have a little pop-up tent, tailgate style tent, and we're going to do a live show every day from the expo. Okay.
Boom.
We're going to try and do as much of a live show as we can while we're there.
And stream the entire
And we're going to stream the entire time. Now, I know that Facebook limits us to only 4-hour streams at a time. So we might have to just keep relaunching streams just to kind of make that happen. But we're going to have a fucking epic time. We want everybody who's watching this video, who watches the video on YouTube, who watches the video on Rich's page, who comes back and watches the video on our page, to be at the Motorcycle Expo in February. If you can be there, be there. If you can't be there, sell your firstborn child, do whatever you have to do. Come see us at the Motorcycle Expo because we are going to have a fucking good time.
Absolutely. And come by and see us. Come by and see us because we're going to give you a koozie. It's a fucking awesome koozie. It's going to be badass. I cracked it. So awesome. You heard that? That's how awesome it is. That's a koozie. You know what I'm saying? Plus, you know, you'll get to see the Schoolie tiny home and you'll get to see these two badasses.
Right on, man. Andy, yes, we need the drone. We're going to drone promo video shoot and more. We'll see if we can get permission from them at the event. Maybe you can fly your drone there and take video of the whole thing and we'll stream it on our show. That would be freaking outstanding.
Yep. And I know Rich has got a drone as well, too. So we might
be
dueling drones going back and forth from everything.
And the great thing is I won't ask for permission. I'll ask forgiveness. So either way, we'll get the video, you know?
So we're extremely excited about this, as you can tell. We've kind of been sitting on this for about a month, trying to work this out, and we really we were just waiting for the thumbs up and the okay from Full Throttle, and having received that Sunday, it was a really cool phone call that I got to make to Rich to let him know, hey buddy, this thing is going down. Get the schoolie ready. Load it up. Stop on your way down, man. Pick them up.
That's right. Yeah, that's right. You know, I never even thought of that. Listen, we've got a schoolie. It has no seats. It's a bring your own seat schoolie, right? It's odd. It's cool. You'll get to see it. But if you are in between Asheville and Clearwater and you need a ride, again, but you're coming back the 10th. So you're going, if you're coming with me, you're going for the whole event, all right? But I'll pick your ass up. That's a deal. Shoot me a PM or contact these two kloots right here, and we'll make it happen. You think I'm joking? Watch.
We will make it happen. I know 1-3 over here putting the address in for the Quaker Steak and Lube. So, but yes, guys, it's going to be an awesome time. If you do come out to the event, please stop by, see us. We've got swag. We're going to be giving away a bunch of stuff. Please come see us. Say hi. Come meet Rich. Come meet me in the 1-3. Let's have some fun with it, guys. Take some pictures. Drink some beers.
Oh, we gotta have beers.
Look at beautiful bikes. Look at all kinds of stuff out there. So I know all the new 19 Harley-Davidsons are going to be out there. I'm hoping, I don't know this to be true yet, but I'm hoping that the new Livewire, which is the new electric Harley-Davidson, is going to be out there. By the way, $30,000.
$30,000.
Whoa.
I saw it on the
For
the Livewire.
And what did I guess? You know what I said?
Yeah, you were right on it. You were right on it. So yeah, guys. So with that, man, we're stoked. We're super stoked. We've got a lot of work to do to get everything ready for that event. We've got some koozies on order. We've got a flag on order. We got all kinds of stuff. The koozies.
Let me. I'll be right back.
We've got all kinds of stuff. You're fine. We've got all kinds of stuff working here, and you know, Rich has got an interesting fan base because Rich's life kind of is international, right?
That's right.
You've got a lot of folks over in Thailand watching us, and
Thailand and India, actually.
I know. Hey, I know you guys ride motorcycles over in Thailand, so I've seen it.
He's right.
And they ride them.
He's right.
In Thailand. So so here I'm gonna switch over to Bobby's camera real quick.
This was a sample. This was just a sample, so it's not the finished product, but I just wanted you to see. This is one side. Where we at?
Yep.
Full color. Okay. This is the other side. You can't tell me that does not look badass.
Come on, guys.
Look at that. And that is not just a flat Puma doobie there. That is a koozie, a can koozie.
So if you come by and you say hello to one of the three of us, we'll give you a koozie. That's all. That's easy. And
It's BYOB though.
It is BYOB, and like the 1-3 just showed, these things are going to be badass. Yeah. They're super cool.
You know what's really good?
And they're really
thin. They're thin. They're heavier than I expected.
Yeah.
For that size.
Yeah.
They're like, it's a neoprene. It's really cool. You know, your other ones, you got these big fat ones here that are just foam.
This is cool because it's you can actually, you know, you could feel your drink when you're drinking it. Yeah, it's like
that's what I'm talking about.
The man's drink. so anyhow, guys,
be there.
Yeah, super stoked. Rich, I love you, brother. Thank you for joining us today. Sorry for that.
Absolutely, man.
For the freaking headache that we had to get through to get it on there, but you know how it is, man. Technology's a motherfucker, and live video is what it is.
Love you, brother. I'll see you there, man, and I hope to see all 3,500 of you guys there at the show too. Love my fan base. Thank you guys. Thanks for having me on Rocking RoadShow. See you next time, guys. Peace.
See you, brother. Thanks for joining, man.
Thanks for joining.
Oh, that was awesome, bro.
So again, so my buddy Rich, man, I fucking love you, bro. Thank you for doing that, and we are gonna have
Rich. This is gonna be awesome.
We're gonna have an epic time at the event. I know Kim has taken time off of work, so she's going to be there.
I've taken time
I'm crossing fingers, crossing toes, crossing legs, crossing ears that I don't have to work. I unfortunately can't take the time off, so it's just going to be it's either going to happen or it's not. So if you're watching, keep your fingers crossed, keep your toes crossed. Make sure that you keep us in your thoughts. Because
make sure Alvie can be there.
Hopefully I can be there. That is the plan that we have going on right now. So
I'm typing in here still. I'm doing Full Throttle's event.
okay.
The address for the expo.
Okay. Yeah, and I think I have. Well, you've got the. So while the 1-3 is getting that going, we're just going to press on with the show here, and we're going to go right into our event schedule. I do want to say, guys, I'm finally done with the Rocking RoadShow webpage. So if you go to rockingroadshow.com, and you can even go rockingroadshow.com/events, and it'll have all the events that we're going to talk about here tonight, with the exception of one because we just added one today.
Yep.
The first event I'm going to bring up today, this event, guys, is tomorrow, and I got to say that this event is one I wish I was in town for. I'm actually going to be on a trip tomorrow.
No way.
I won't be here.
Ah, damn. I want to go too.
But this event looks super, super cool. It is the Triumph Bonneville Icons Tour in Tampa, okay? This event is not your, it's not your typical
Biker event.
biker event, right?
Right.
It's very,
I think it's a little upper middle class.
yeah, it's a little up there, but it's kind of
society.
yeah, a little high society, right? A little steampunky kind of
Yeah.
vibe. I don't know. I was watching a little bit of the videos.
I
on
saw
it.
some of the videos. They had them up on the roof.
Yeah, they have. It's a crazy little event. I think it's gonna be fun. I really do. But it's tomorrow night at 7:00 at the Tampa River Center. I'm not really sure where the Tampa River Center is, but I'm sure if you Google it, you'll find it. The only thing with this event, everybody, is you have to RSVP for the event. Okay, if you go to www.BonnevilleIconsTour.com, I'll put all this information in the feed in the video. So if you guys want to check it out, you can. It's going to be a VIP party experience with the latest Triumph motorcycles, select vintage Triumph collection. Which, by the way, I did want to talk about. A really cool spot I went to in Orlando. I'll bring it up next week because I got some really cool pictures, but a lot of really cool pictures of old Triumphs and Moto Guzzi's, and I put them on the Facebook. But super cool bikes, man. They were all privately owned. Really, 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 really cool. But so, anyways, get back to this vintage Triumph collection. Eclectic entertainment, which I did see some of that entertainment. It is eclectic to say the least. Local beer and spirits, Bonneville inspired hors d'oeuvres, and local Triumph enthusiasts and fans. I actually said hors d'oeuvres and didn't screw that up.
You didn't screw that up. Hors d'oeuvres.
Hors d'oeuvres.
Read.
You'll get an exclusive look at the new 2019 Triumphs coming out, which I don't know if you've seen some of them, but they're good looking bikes.
They are.
They really are. Good looking bikes.
And I wasn't big on Triumphs, but I like them. They are.
They're old school. They're a little. They're old school, really. I mean, they've got that old school vibe. They got that old school feel to them, and I kind of dig them.
Right.
I kind of dig them.
They're. Yeah, they look like bobbers. Some of them look like like we would customize a bike, make it a bobber. You know. Kind of like Bobby did. Bobby chopped up his Yamaha and made it a bobber. But they look similar to that, and they're fat and beefy. They see the fat front tires.
Usually,
I love them, man.
Low handlebars too.
Yeah, below the tank.
Yeah.
Below the tank.
And then the rear views on the end of the handlebars. I just think they're cool looking bikes, man. I really dig them. Beer's gonna be provided by local brewery. The brewery's Masteries Brewery Company. And rum is going to be provided by a local distillery called 82 West Distilling. I don't know where either of those two are. Sounds cool. Who knows?
Would you say Masters?
Masteries Brewing Company. Mastry. A select preview of some of the entertainment. Like I said, eclectic, right? There's going to be some sword swallowers, some aerial performances, acrobatic performances, live body painting, and special performances from Kissa Von Adams and DJ Mini.
Oh wow!
So some really cool different things. So Masteries Brewing is in St. Pete in Blind Pass.
Yeah, it's right on Blind Pass Road. I know exactly where that is.
But don't forget, you have to RSVP for this event if you want to go. I don't know, and the only thing I couldn't tell is if there is a price to get into this. I did click on the RSVP
Right.
link, and it didn't really say.
might be
You
a
had to
free
put
gift.
information in, and then I haven't got anything back. So maybe they don't have the tickets anymore. I don't know, but I thought we'd bring it up anyhow because I thought it was a cool event.
Hell
The next one we're going to talk about here
Holy crap.
is Gibtown Bike Fest.
That's this weekend.
That is this weekend.
Heck yeah, man. Gibtown's coming up. Gibtown's awesome.
That's a cool event. I'm not going to be again. I'm not going to be here. So
We did the show a couple times with the Rocking RoadShow down there with Flash and Howie. We actually spent the night there.
Did you really?
In a trailer. Yeah, well, we used to have a trailer that we towed
Okay.
on that was loaned to us by Born to Ride, that guy. I was going to say Ron Galletti, but yeah, from Born to Ride TV magazine, because they always cover that. And we used to use a trailer, had an open, and we did all our live shows from there. Actually, Howie did a stunt there where he was poking the bear. There's a guy named Bear, big dude. How we get the ship? That's all I gotta say, man.
That's fucking great.
Yeah, I'm gonna find some videos. I'll find these old videos and I'll put them on our show because it's still a piece of the Rock
Yeah,
and
it's
Road
still a
show.
piece of it for sure.
So, but yeah, there was good times, man. But yeah, Gibtown is an amazing event. It's the old Carnies, man.
Yeah.
The old Carnies. They put it on, and it's in their big top. They got a big old tent down there.
Yeah, that's cool, man. It's going to be the 11th through the 13th, and like 13 said, it's the International Independent Showmen's Association in Gibson, Florida. It is dubbed Florida's most entertaining bike week.
Well, it is. It's pretty entertaining.
There's going to be loads of vendors selling apparel, bikes, accessories, food, everything you can imagine. There's going to be plenty to drink and much, much more. Musical entertainment featuring DeCarlo and Great White.
You sound like you're reading this shit.
I might be reading
You're doing
it.
pretty good.
You just made me lose my train of thought, though. Other acts include thrill shows such as high-flying motorcycle daredevil show. So I don't know what that is, but I think it's going to be pretty neat.
High flying. I wonder if that's the trapeze guy, because they did have a motorcycle that used to ride across
Oh yeah.
a trapeze, and they have the Wall of Death.
Okay. Yeah.
They had that there once or twice.
Well, it might be the same. Might be the same deal. Admission's free. Parking is free as well. So if you're in town this weekend, definitely go check out the Gibtown Bike Fest. Good times had by all there. The next one we're going to bring up is one that both me and 13 wish we could go on. And like I said,
Going home.
What did I say? I knew I was going to be out of town for
Yes,
it.
you
That's
did.
why I never said I'd do it. But another great long poker run. Key West Poker Run Saturday. It's going to be Saturday on the 12th. Register at any stop along the route.
That's put on by Full Throttle, correct?
It is a full throttle event.
Yep.
You have to be at the Sandbar down in Key West by 8 p.m. on Saturday to turn your card in, or turn your hands in. $20 a hand, 3 hands for $40. If you buy 3 hands, you get a free T-shirt. Best hand wins $5,000.
From here,
which is really cool.
If you leave here, it's an 8-hour ride.
Yeah.
If you leave here, no traffic.
Right.
8-hour ride. So my advice for you guys: split it up. Spend the night in Miami.
Yeah.
Or Miramar or wherever, somewhere Florida City, and just hang out down there, man. And then, because I tell you what, there's a really cool bar right there. Last Chance Saloon, man. Just hang out.
That's a good little spot. It's a good little bar there. Best hand, like I said, is $5,000. So it's a really big poker run. That'd be cool to if you won $5,000. That's for sure.
Oh wait, $5,000 or a motorcycle?
Or a motorcycle. Yep, or a motorcycle.
Holy shit!
Your first stop's K&G Cycles. Then you're going to go to Gilbert's Resort, Almirada Fish Company, Boondocks, the Luna's Bar and Grill, and it's going to end at Sandbar Sports Grill down in Key West.
I've never been to Gilbert's. We used to pass it all the time going home. Yeah. By the way, in case y'all don't know, there are a couple of us that actually are from Key West.
Yep. Couple of us. You guys. I do know. So they do have rooms at the DoubleTree. All of the discounted rooms are sold out. They have very few rooms left at the DoubleTree. So if your guys are doing this event, you're probably a little late on getting a hotel at the DoubleTree. Not to say that there aren't any other hotels in Key West, but
This
hey, if it
event's
was
pretty big.
If it was me, man, I would. I'd throw a tent on the back of the bike and I'd go camping.
Yeah,
down
well,
there
they
Big
have
Pine
their
or something
Boyd's.
like that.
Well, you can go to Boyd's.
I think Boyd's works too. I mean, so
Boyd's is right there on Stock Island.
So there you go. Key West the Key West Poker Run. The next event we wanted to bring up is the Empowering Lady Riders event. This is going to be January 19th, so next week.
Right.
This starts at 9 a.m. It's sponsored by Born to Ride and Stilettos on Steel and Burt's Barracuda Harley-Davidson. It is at Burt's Barracuda. Come out if you're a new lady rider, if you're a potential rider, if you're an experienced rider, if you love motorcycles.
Right on.
Come out and hang out with the ladies from Stilettos on Steel. They have information on motorcycle endorsement classes.
Oh, that's cool.
Starter bikes and more. They're also doing a meet and greet for the Stiletto on Steel, and they're going to do a Skyway Bridge ride that they say is specifically geared to newbie riders and Skyway virgins. They also have some special surprises, so go check out the Stilettos on Steel. They say the event is open to lady riders as well as men that support them. So go check them out. If you need any more information, you can email Wendy at wendyl@stilettosonsteel.com. We're going to try and work something out to where we can get Wendy to come on the show and talk with us about this. This next event, the 1-3 threw at me today. I was able to put it together. I think this is a super cool thing. We've got to get as many people as we can to do this.
Absolutely.
So what this is Eric Pyburn. I
Right.
hope I'm saying his name right, but Eric Pyburn's 12th birthday bash. It's going to be on the 3rd of February, so a few weeks from now, from 11 a.m. to 3 p.m. at Old Mickey's Farm. Not really sure where that's at. It's somewhere in Odessa.
It's in Odessa, yeah.
But what's really interesting about this, guys, Eric is a local terminally ill kid, okay? He needs a heart and a double lung transplant.
Wow.
This little boy has basically been fighting his entire life. He was supposed to be dead by the age of 1. And as
That's
you can
such
see,
a brutal way to put it.
well, I mean, that's what all the doctors say. And as you can see, my man is kicking it. And he's 12. He's going to be 12 years old.
That's awesome.
And the one thing that he wished for his birthday is that everybody anywhere would come to his birthday.
I think that's amazing. I think that's just absolutely amazing.
I think it's cool. And I think we've got to do whatever we can to get as many people at this event. And especially as many loud-ass motorcycles as we can at this event.
think so. I think we should get some loud bikes out there. I mean, I don't know what the parking's like. You know,
I don't know.
Maybe we park off property or whatever.
You know, they didn't call out for motorcycles to show up, but what kid doesn't like a motorcycle rolling in? And especially if we get a boatload of bikes to show up and do kind of like a toy run for Mr. Eric Pyburn. I watched a little video of him. Kid is fucking awesome, man. Really, really level head, especially for what he's going, what he's been through in his entire life. One of his wishes was obviously to get as many people at his birthday that he could. The other one, which I thought was so just sweet, and the kid has a heart of gold, even though he needs a new heart. He wants all the kids that are at the hospital to have a toy as well. So,
oh wow.
So if we can do this, we've reached out to Full Throttle. Hopefully Tony and Paul can get their people together, and maybe we can do a big ass toy run for Eric and the hospital.
That's what I was thinking.
Maybe we could put something together like that.
Oh, that would be amazing.
If we can do that, man, that'd be fucking great. I think we can do this. They are charging a ticket price for his birthday. It's $10 a piece.
It's minimal, man.
Very minimal. There's a link. I will share the link on the comment stream after the end of the show. The funds from the ticket sales are going to go to help offset some of the medical costs for this young man and his family.
That's awesome.
Tickets include farm admission, parking, a slice of pizza, The birthday party itself, water and lemonade, superhero and princess meet and greets, which, hey, who doesn't like meeting superheroes?
Hell yeah. I like superheroes.
And birthday party activities and fun. One cool thing, guys, is if you can't make it to the event or you don't live here in Tampa or in Florida and you can't make it out, you can still donate and you can still support. All you have to do is purchase a ticket, and they will be donated to the Julie Weintraub Hands Across the Bay to give to a family who's in need.
That's awesome.
So you're helping Eric's family with your $10 donation, and you're also helping a family maybe show up to the party that couldn't make it because they couldn't afford it or whatever the case may be. So,
or the kid was in a hospital.
or the kid's in the hospital. Yep. So we're gonna do our damnedest to try and get as many people on motorcycles to Mr. Eric's party, and hopefully we can get the power of Full Throttle behind us, and we can get a badass little toy run going. So we'll see what we can pick up there. And then last but not least is the Motorcycle Expo.
Hey, I know who's going to be there.
February 7th through the 10th. This is now not only a Full Throttle event. Well, I don't want to.
It's always a full throttle
It's
event.
a Full Throttle event, but it is a max effort event from the Rocking RoadShow, and now our buddy Rich over at Rich's Life. So
Absolutely,
February
brother.
7th to the 10th, it's going to be at Burt's Barracuda, Harley-Davidson. It's 10525 49th Street, North Clearwater, Florida. It's directly across from the Quaker Steak and Lube. There's going to be 7 national acts. I won't go through the whole list. If you want more information, just check out fullthrottle.com or check out rockandroadshow.com/events, and it's in there as well.
Hey, I just want to say this. My sister just joined. She's in California. I'm sorry.
Oh,
I had to break
up?
into that.
How you doing? Here, I'm going to put
Debbie.
you on the screen there.
Hey, Debbie. How you doing? I just wanted to say hi. So,
Awesome.
But yeah, I'm on. You're on. So.
So I guess the feed never did stop. Huh?
No, well, it stopped for a minute, and
Oh,
they
okay.
said keep talking, and I think we just went down to audio for a minute. Now we're back up to video,
Yeah. Well.
so we're there.
So there you go, guys. That's our list of events. Like I said, check out rockandroadshow.com/events for a list of all the events that we just spoke about tonight. The expo is going to be a phenomenal time. Please, 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 whatever you do, come out, enjoy the event, and let's have some fun with it, guys.
Absolutely.
We're gonna be.
Come see us.
Yeah, come see us, man. Come say hi. Come shake our hands. Come get your koozies.
Right on.
We're
Man.
gonna be handing them out.
One side's gonna have.
One side's gonna be us. The other side's gonna be Rich. So you'll be able to
Right.
check both of our shows out. So
ask us bike questions and
right, ask us bike questions,
bus questions,
schooly questions, travel questions. Because Rich has been kind of all over the world lately.
You know what?
so-
Hold on. Stop. Whoa! I just thought of this, man. You know what we need? We need an artist.
Oh, we do need an artist. Thank
We need an
you.
artist.
We forgot about that. We need an artist, people. If you guys know anybody that can draw, that
Spray
can
paint.
spray paint, graffiti,
What?
and when I mean graffiti, I mean like
good stuff.
legit good graffiti.
Good stuff.
What we're looking for is somebody to paint the side of Rich's schoolie, preferably with Full Throttle logo, with Rock and Roadshow logo, and with Rich's logo. He
Right.
doesn't really have a
We
logo,
need-
but he's got
Yeah, right.
stuff.
We got that. Rich wants you to PM him, or you can PM us.
Gotta
Get us
put it
it
back
going
in
on
here.
it. Yeah, put it. Yeah,
You listening, Rich?
yeah. He's on.
Okay. Here, hold on. Let me. Do I have?
Don't.
Bus is going to be driven from Florida back up to North Carolina. So whoever the graffiti artist
Absolutely.
has the opportunity.
Absolutely. That you're absolutely correct. I'm sorry that you're in my head and you're not on the screen,
No.
so I'll relay that. Are you on the screen now?
I put him
Oh, I
so
am?
you are on.
All right.
You live? He's live.
So like Rich said, we're trying to get a really cool artist that can come out there, draw. We don't really care at this point. We just want something attention grabbing,
Cool.
something that people are gonna fucking talk about. And like I said, you could put, after we get all our stuff on there,
Your logo.
You can put your logo on there. You can tag it however you want. We don't give a shit. That bus is gonna drive all the way back to North Carolina with all of those logos on it. spray painted, drawn, however it is, and it's gonna be badass.
And you know,
Pretty badass.
if you guys have, you know, another artist that you know about, do a collaborative event, man.
We'll have some
That's
fun
right.
with that, too.
You know, we'll do something.
We'll stream that shit while you guys are painting logos and everything. We'll stream that on our show.
I'll be
There's gotta be
honest.
some
I'll
good
prefer
taggers.
if you guys got a page. If you're a local artist, either local to Asheville or local to Tampa or in the surrounding areas, hit me up on my page or hit these guys up on their page. We need to meet up ASAP. I'll make that bus available to you, and we can even talk about you know, a little bit of compensation. I'm not sure how much everybody's looking for, but definitely collaborative effort. If you got a page as well, we'll link you all around. So
What I'm talking about as far as compensation is, hey, your work's going to be seen in front of thousands. I guarantee thousands of people.
Yeah,
and I have some
that's-
paint.
Yeah, you have some paint?
I do.
So with that, guys. Again, Rich, thank you, brother. Thank you for coming on.
Absolutely.
Really enjoyed having you.
Thanks, man.
Can't wait to see the video you put together to see.
See-
Everybody, we linked it in the comments. Definitely go check out my man's page. He's got some really fucking cool videos about him in Thailand, him in Japan, schooly videos, Pokemon videos. He's got all kinds of shit out there.
Right.
Check him out. He's got all kinds of stuff. It's fun. It's great. He's got a very
It's
good
real.
following. We love you, brother.
All right, man.
Thanks, man. See you guys then.
See you again.
All right, guys. So we're gonna slowly wrap this show up. We do want to thank everybody for sticking through the headaches that we had a little bit here.
Gosh.
I've got to realize that when I come over to do a show, I just need to start on a fresh computer. If I start on a fresh computer, everything seems to work fine. So that's what happens. I do all the planning, I put everything together, and it just bogs the computer down. So I just had to do a fresh start. So learning. Hey man, we're only on episode like 9, I think. So things are going. We've got new equipment that we're testing out. By the way, I'm gonna pull this
You're
up.
gonna
real
show
quick.
this?
This little box of amazingness
Right.
is so freaking cool, man. I'm loving it. It makes transitioning between cameras a lot easier. I don't have to think about it. All I gotta do is push a damn button. and
You hit a
it's done.
button and
So Stream Deck, Elgato, you guys are fucking awesome.
that's awesome.
So with that, guys, thank you again for stopping by. Thank you to Rich again for stopping by. We're gonna have a blast.
I think
Come
so.
out to the expo, see us there, and as I always say, keep it rocking, guys.
Rubber side down, baby.
We'll see you guys. Bye bye now.